Hey guys, it's Pastor. Got another Battlefield 3 video for you. I had a subscriber who had a question on what is the best suppressed engineer weapon, and I wanted to answer that question in video form. Originally I was thinking ACWR, G36, M4A1, as those are pretty much the leaders in the engineer weapon class. However, I was surprised to find out that, they don't always perform all that well with a suppressor, and so I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take an honest, fresh look at this, and I'm going to use every single weapon in the engineer class with a suppressor. And I did, and probably for a week or two I've been using the engineer class a whole lot, using all the different weapons with the suppressor, and for a while I was liking the Scar H, and the ACWR was doing good, and some of the weapons that I expected to do good were doing pretty good, but nothing really felt all around great until I started really focusing on this little lovely weapon right here, the QBZ-95. And the thing that makes this gun so special in the engineer class is I can have a suppressor and a laser sight. This means that I get a hip fire bonus. In addition, I also get that razzle dazzle effect of putting the laser in someone's face. It makes them harder to acquire me as a target. So there's a lot of advantages to this gun. And what was amazing is how accurate it still remained, even at ranges. You can see in this video I'm pulling off some really accurate range shots with some 2 to 3 round bursts, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less. There's even a couple times I just mag dumped this thing. But that's beside the point. To me, what makes a gun really good in Battlefield is its versatility. How many situations can I use this gun in? And when you put a suppressor on a gun, quite frankly, you're really limiting the situations where you really want to be using this gun. The QBZ, in my opinion, gives you the most bang for your buck out of your limited situations. Obviously, if you're running a suppressor, the idea is to be sneaky, and that's one of the reasons I put a Suppress 1911 on this to complement the Silent Death kit, and it does really well. So for situations where you're in a tank, and you're an engineer guy, and you need to hop out of that tank and do some repairs, but there's a guy near you, well, you hop out, start unloading on him with this weapon, or the 1911 suppressed, and he doesn't know where you are. So increased chance of killing that guy. Also, nobody's going to see you on their radar to know where to drop a mortar, or drop a tank round, or start shooting in that general direction, because they think everybody's still in the tank if they don't see you on the mini-map. So these things are real significant advantages. I will say this though, it is no M16, it is no AEK, and even the ACWR and the other weapons I talked about, pretty much any engineer weapon without a suppressor is going to beat out this gun. I am a really accurate shooter, and I did 25% this round with this weapon with a suppressor on, which is really impressive. And I don't even normally shoot 25% accuracy. I shoot around that, but not usually that high. So that's a testament to how accurate this gun really is. But most people don't shoot 25%. So you really shouldn't expect to do what I'm doing here in this round, because I'm a better shooter than most Battlefield 3 players. So if you ordinarily get a 2 KDR, you're probably going to get about a 1. I notice a lot of times I'd be getting 3 KDRs and stuff like that, and using this weapon I tend to get about a 2 KDR because there's just several situations where I would have been able to pull out that clutch moment, where you get those extra picks because a little bit more damage, or a little bit faster rate of fire, or maybe even just a little bit more accurate with that higher rate of fire, but it still gets the job done. It still does really good work. Now, any suppressed weapon is not designed for long-range combat. The reason for that is well, outside of sniper rifles, of course, those still will do long range, even though they suck with suppressors, they're still okay. So if you're going on a huge map and you're expecting a lot of long-range engagements, don't bother putting a suppressor on your weapon. It's not going to benefit you. What you want is an ACWR or something along those lines that does really good at range. And you don't want a suppressor, you just want to run the standard heavy barrel. But any range situation like what you see here on this map for team deathmatch, this is what this kit, this loadout is for. This is where it's going to excel. This is where you're going to do best with it, is these types of ranges, the situations. Like I said, this is a great loadout for a gunner in a tank, so you can hop out, do some reps, hop out, launch that RPG, or hey, there's a guy around my tank, I'm going to hop out and I'm going to get the pick on him with my, maybe I'll just hip fire the guy, hop back in the tank real quick, because you can do that and you still got some really good accuracy because of your laser sight. Another thing I noticed it's a real bonus, and it's my favorite thing about suppressors, when you shoot someone with a suppressor, they get so confused and they don't know what the heck is going on. They don't know where they're getting shot from, they don't know where to turn, and that works out really well. Alright guys, that's what I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you find it helpful in your Battlefield gaming. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more regular awesomeness, and have a good night. God bless.